I'm Todd Grisham, and you could not have chosen a better venue for this one. We're at the Lighthouse Theater. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Fernando Vargas, 5 foot 10 inches tall with a reach of 70 inches. Up against them, Saul Alvarez, 173 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Fernando Vargas. So here comes Saul Alvarez. This young fighter is only 20 years old, but he's already had 37 professional fights, and he's got 25 knockouts.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, the amateur grade from Oxnard, California, introducing the 2-time champion of the world, El Feroz, Fernando Vargas. Fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. At 20 years of age, he is undefeated in his campaign with a record of 36 wins, no losses, 1 draw with 25 wins coming by way of knockout. Please welcome the young undefeated world contender, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. How about that time counter shot? Bottom way that right hook. Nice counter shot. They exchange punches. That counter shot lands. This theater is used to hosting concerts and plays, but tonight it's the sweet science that takes center stage.
You walk in, you cannot hide or duck or stand behind anybody. The audience is on you. They see every single movement, every single twitch. If you're scared, the thousands of people are here in this place, they will spot it.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skillful.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Ooh, and a big blow right there to Vargas. How did they survive that?
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Which fighter will say no mas? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Fernando Vargas in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
That was a terrible round out.
On to the second round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Perfect counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Just misses with that uppercut. And now Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This round's... Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, is this the beginning of the end of Vargas? Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. On to the third. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up. Just until your head clears.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, man, Vargas really took that poorly. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. There's a counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Punch, counter punch. That hook just can't find the target. Good counter punching. Nice counter. Lucky that hook didn't score. His stamina is off the charts. Did you see that? Whoa, Vargas! Is he about to go down? Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
I want you to go back out there. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You would think it.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well done with that counter shot. Counter punch caught him clean. The stamina is off the charts. That left hook just missed. And Vargas just got clipped hard. Didn't wait long to get back. Hold it right there. And The referee taking a look here, and if the fighter can't see, the fighter can't fight. The referee determines that we're good, and we will continue to fight. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Those counter punches have to hurt. Catch and shoot. Just missed with that hook. Oh, Vargas just got rocked. Let's talk about Fernando Vargas in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Get your boxing back together and put him back in his place. 3 shots. Keep smart. You're getting your time in already. Switch on. Get your boxing back together. You switch.
Back into the fray here in round 5. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well, Johnny, how do you rate the performance after this stoppage win?
Just like another, like TKO. It's Teddy Pendergrass over. TKO is spot on.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Box.
Real General back in the building. Shots. Tell them man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Ishy and feel up. Food in the freezer. Them man try to step with his eater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, fool me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Ishy and feel up. Food in the freezer. Them man try to step with his eater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, fool me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare claps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed.
Good evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falcor Bay. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
So here is 20-year-old Saul Alvarez, nicknamed Canelo, which translates to cinnamon. He got that nickname because of the freckles on his face and the Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into
This bout is skipped.
an open-air outdoor stadium. What event? And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. That uppercut just missed. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Nice counter shot. Threw the uppercut, but did not score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Catch and shoot. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. Just missed with that hook. That counter shot lands. they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, make looks.
There's the bell for round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The perfect counter lands. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. This with that jab. And he misses with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can...
On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter punch. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Tried to score with the uppercut. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well done with that counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Find a home for that jab. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, if this trainer has a pep talk, now's the time to use it as they were dropped twice in the... Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come come back from something like that. Not on twice. Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
How about that time counter shot? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Good counter punch. That big hook doesn't land. Punch, counter punch. Misses with the right uppercut. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face. Good counter punching. Those counter punches have to hurt. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you gotta believe he can't win on the scorecard.
Back out then.
There's the bell to start round 5. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. Do you believe this? Hook misses. They exchange punches. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
He just misses with that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. These two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Don't worry about our round. Let's go out there and let's reset. Get a
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick.
and win this next round. Right, let's get.
There's the bell to start round 6. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
jab in this fight, you're gonna get knocked out. There's a counter shot. Nice counter shot. A lot of effort being exerted here. That's another scoring shot. Good counter punch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out it.
Round 7, here we go. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The jab doesn't quite connect. Good counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
Go back out there and win the round.
Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good match.
And then we go again. I need you to switch back on.
And we enter the 8th round. How much is left in their tank after last round?
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Just misses with that jab. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice counter shot. A perfect counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
His stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash.